Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be discussing why the coalition of 2015 worked and why possibly the one of 2027 may probably fail. In 2015, Nigeria was tired of the PDP government led by Goodluck Jonathan because of the widespread insecurity. Boko Haram was in its peak. There was bombing everywhere. The Chibok girls crisis, who was kidnapped from their school. There was corruption. So Nigeria was tired and looking for a change. Then APC presented themselves through a coalition as an agent of change at that time. Nigeria was excited and embraced the change. Buhari was a neutral person who has never been in government, in a civilian government, though he ruled during the military era briefly. Professor Osinbajo, who was a professor and a pastor. The combo was nice. Nigeria was excited that at last they found something that they were looking for. In the general election in 2015, Nigeria voted massively, and APC came to power. I don't know if Nigeria is really excited about that choice anymore. I think some even wish if they can reverse the hands of time. The economy under the APC government, I don't think is anything to write home about. Fast forward to 2025, leading to the 2027 general election, another coalition to defeat the APC government, who coalition brought to power. So why I think the 2025 coalition into 2027 will not work, here's my reason. The actors are part of the system. Peter Obi is an ex-governor. Atiku, ex-vice president. El-Rufai, ex-governor and former minister of FCT. So this himself has presented the great problems for that coalition already. Because if I have to choose between Atiku and Obi in a coalition, maybe under a PDP or whatever party they eventually picked, or the current government of Tinubu, I have to think very well. And this is to many Nigerians, because Tinubu has made some progress and some bad policies as well that have affected the economy. So some people would think like, okay, let's just stick with Tinubu and see in 8 years what will be the outcome. Or let's vote another set of people who is forming a coalition to come and disrupt the system, and maybe we'll also regret our action, just as we did in 2015. You see the problem there. Because if you vote Atiku and Peter Obi into power now, I hear he's saying, oh, I will run for only one term. What if he did not? What if he did not? Then some people who helped that coalition come to power will say, oh, it is my turn. That is another Emilokon waiting to happen to us. It is my turn. I helped this coalition work. I was promised, oh, after one term, power will be given to me. So that is very dangerous. And I think many Nigerians are seeing through the crack. That is the advantage that the incumbent government, Tinubu government, is currently having now, because they know that only a neutral set of people under a coalition can defeat the current APC government. That is my opinion. Because you cannot tell me you bring Atiku, you bring Peter Obi, then you bring El-Rufai in a coalition. It will just be between two good evils. So like, okay, just choose the one that you think, from these two evils, just pick the one that you think is a little bit better. But if it was two neutral person, like in 2015, that has never been in government, oh, Buhari, who has never been in government, trying to be a president, Professor Osinbajo, who is a professor, and a pastor, like that combo will be like, okay, these are two neutral people, let's test them. Not you that have been a governor for 8 years. You say you fix education, some people can still say, oh, there's nothing to write home about. Oh, you that have been vice president for 8 years, under your regime, there was nothing to write home about. Oh, you that has been a governor of XYZ state for another 8 years. We can go to that your state and check what did you do. So this is already a problem for that coalition, because Nigeria is now very careful to choose between which side of the aisle will that be, because it's just like the devil you know is better. So I think that is how our 2027 election will just end. Okay, the devil will know. Let's just stick with Tinubu. We already see what he's doing. Let's see what more he can do. Then after that, we cannot decide. Because if Atiku and Obi comes into coalition, try to defeat Tinubu-led government, the APC government currently now, I don't think it will work. I don't think it will work. Because one thing they fail to understand in this coalition that they're forming, the main factor that they're living at is the Nigerian people. Nigerian is not currently happy with the Tinubu government because of their policies. But are they ready to trade that for another set of people who might cause more damage to the economy, just as what the APC did when they took power in 2015? So it will not be like, should we vote new set of people, then we now wish we never did, like we did in 2015? Or we should just take the risk and vote them in? Or we should just stick to Tinubu that we already see what he's doing right, what he's doing wrong, then we'll continue to campaign, protest, lend our voice, and so on and so forth, to make sure that, okay, he succeeds and make Nigeria better. So this is my opinion in the coalition. I think coalition is not the way. It will not work unless a neutral people are used to form the coalition. Because if you bring this old set of politicians, it's dead on arrival. They are Nigerians with integrity that these people can throw their weights behind and say, oh, Atiku, Peter Obi, El-Rufai, and co can say, oh, we'll pick S, Y, and Z. We'll try our weight behind them to contest. Only on that ground, I think the coalition will even make some progress. Aside that, it's dead on arrival. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe.